What I want to talk to you guys today is about the Acumatica ecosystem, what it is, what the platform provides you, what's available outside of the platform, and how your business partners can help you navigate this maze of solutions available out there. But most importantly, why do we need the ecosystem? And that's where I'm going to start. So Ronnie and Murray in their sessions mentioned the bigger picture report released by MYOB earlier this month. And what it essentially is that MYOB engaged with an independent research agency to interview 500 business leaders and decision makers across Australia and New Zealand. And they asked them questions specifically around business performance, growth, innovation, and productivity. 37% were hopeful that the economy will improve, and the high confidence was based on the fact that the 60% of them had started seeing their business revenue increase in comparison to a year ago. Now, as businesses in Australia and New Zealand continue to look for opportunities to drive this graph upwards and drive the growth and productivity, what the report also revealed was that there is a focus on innovation, the top motivators being gaining competitive edge, new processes to improve productivity, attract more talent, and to be the first to use new tech. What limits their productivity is the time-consuming admin, siloed systems that don't communicate, and unable to automate manual processes. These are the usual suspects, and whilst ERPs such as Acumatica provide a robust solution to most of these issues and is assimilating AI and ML within the core product to help handle these better, the fact is that innovation also manifests in third-party apps where we've seen brilliant minds notice a customer problem and then develop a clever solution for that specific niche. So the need for the ecosystem is driven by the thirst of industries for innovative solution. And if you look at demand and supply, if there is a thirst for such innovative solutions, there is also a hunger for innovators to provide new technologies, AI, ML, all the smarts in the tech at the moment and putting it in the hands of the users. Now, to allow business users to take advantage of every tool at their disposal, a fully interconnected business platform is not just a nice to have in today's time, it's a necessity. So a good analogy that I usually use to compare ERP app ecosystem is to a Lego set. The ERP system is like the base Lego platform. It provides you the foundational structure like core modules for finance, for inventory. The apps are like additional Lego pieces. Each piece adds a unique function or design, allowing you to build something tailored to your specific vision. Without the extra Lego pieces, you are limited in what you can build, but with the right pieces or apps, you can customize and extend the structure in endless ways, whether it's adding a new wing to a building, like integrating e-commerce, or enhancing stability, like improving data analytics. And just like Lego pieces are designed to fit together seamlessly, ERP apps are designed to integrate smoothly with the core system, ensuring everything functions as one cohesive unit. This modularity and adaptability are what makes such an ecosystem very powerful. So, what does Acumatica provide you? Acumatica as a product comes out of US. It's a global solution. You're getting the best of both the worlds here. You have a product that is listening to consumers around the world and providing competitive solutions to create efficiencies in businesses. On the other hand, you also have the local expertise provided by MYOB, who is its vendor in Australasia, and a very strong network of business partners to support you who've got the required experience in this domain. The platform itself is very powerful. You can customize the system by configuring workflows, customizing reports, having user-specific dashboards, control what each user can see within a system, extra fields on screens. And all of this doesn't require developer skills. You can connect to external apps using APIs, webhooks, and OData. You can also use the customization capabilities to change the logic behind existing screens, create complete new screens or modules within Acumatica framework if you want a functionality that's unique to your business. And the beauty is that any of this changes that you've made to the screens, that's available via the API as well. And so it's a very powerful platform. What that means in plain English is that you have a few options. You can configure the Acumatica system to use or not use the native functionality. If you wish to alter the behavior of those native screens or add additional screens specific to your business, you can customize those. There are also a few native connectors available within the product itself, and that can be used. And if you find an external app that suits you perfectly, you can connect them to Acumatica via the API. So MYOB has more than 200 apps on its app marketplace. The apps available range from being very specific to certain industry, like manufacturing, construction, apps enhancing the overall productivity, apps that extend functionality available within Acumatica, like data management, and also several additional options from a reporting and planning perspective to help get the valuable insights in a timely manner for your business. Now, this slide is not that well populated with everything that's available. It's just to show that what potential capabilities could be available. So as I said, 200 apps on the app marketplace. The ones on the app marketplace by MYOB are the ones vetted by them. So it's a good place to start when you are looking for a suitable solution. In your due diligence for the app, though, functionality is very important, but a few more points for you to keep in mind is ask about how seamless the integration is to Acumatica. Ask about what the version compatibility is with your specific version of Acumatica. Ask about the security risks like data privacy, security vulnerabilities. What effect does it have on the performance of your ERP? What are the downtime risks or latency? Who do you actually contact for support? Is it the business partner or the ISV? Because there could be different partnerships within the business partner and ISV themselves. And so what does that look like? You need to have clarity around that. What's happening with the upgrades? Every time Acumatica gets upgraded, how does the app get tested for compatibility? How does the licensing, training work? And if there is a data migration happening as a part of this app being added to your app stack, what is the rollback plan in that case? So a few things to think about as you engage with third-party vendors. But what's more important is the role that your business partner plays in all of this. So your business partner should be knowing your business quite well. They are also, in terms of the Acumatica product, they are required to have a certain number of MYOB certified consultants and developers on their team. So when it comes to customizing the system to cater for uniqueness of business, they can help suggest what can be configured versus customized. In certain occasions, they might actually help you with integrating with external systems as well. They've got vast experience, good understanding of industries in Australia, New Zealand, and the app stack that supports that industry as well. What I mean by that is, here's an example of an app stack Kilimanjaro uses just for profiling customers within import and distribution. So what this essentially does is looks at the common customer profiles that could be there in an import distribution business. So they could be, low volume, simple pricing, or high volumes, or they could have warehouses associated with them. They could be doing a bit of light manufacturing or retail or rental aspect to the business. And so depending on that, each customer profile could have different wants in terms of the ISVs, and hence the recommendation of what could be referred. Now, this version is specific to Kilimanjaro, but each business partner will have their own version of this, will have their own way of guiding you in this regard. So reach out to your business partners when it comes to working with third-party vendors. They can provide suitable introductions. They've spent a lot of time understanding your business as well. So they know the product, they know the industries, they also know your business very well. 80% of the buyers reach out to vendors after completing 70% of their buyer journey. And this is all great. As a customer, you're doing all the due diligence to find the right app, but it's all good except in scenarios where the person doing this research on your end doesn't quite understand the overall business. For example, one of our customers in manufacturing business, they started a project at the end to improve efficiency in the AP team. So accounts payable team, there was a member allocated who was going to do the due diligence. They found a tool with OCR capability, except that the tool that was put in place was scanning the invoices only at the header level. So then what happens to the invoice lines? That work was passed to the supervisors. Now, what ended up happening was what started as creating efficiency in one part of the business has created inefficiency in multiple parts. And it's a very messy situation to then work through. So what we always recommend is work with your business partner, include them in the initial conversations with a third party that you want to add to your app stack. Even if it's a 30-minute call, it's well worth it. Last and but not the least, your business partners are your trusted advisors. They are there to make sure your business runs smoothly before, during, and after the transition. With the issues you are facing now, they are the ones to help you understand, yes, it's impacting you, but let's talk about the business effects. What does that mean? They are there to help you ascertain whether the issues you're facing, is it a critical issue or is it just a pet peeve? And with all the efforts you've put in to find the third-party app, what you don't want to do is find a number one solution for your number 5 problem. So your business partner can help you find that number 1 problem, which when solved, will unleash your business efficiency and growth. So having the right conversations with your business partner is very important. They know the domain, they know your business. They also have experience working with businesses similar to yours. So tap into that wealth of knowledge so you can identify and mitigate the risks early on in the process. So this was a very high-level overview of the platform and the ecosystem and what role your partners play. And I hope it gives a bit of guidance on how you might approach this aspect going forward. So that is my time for today. Thank you very much.